being able to come up here and teach something. Today I will be talking on the topic of obedience to the Lord, because I believe that many of us need to learn a lot about that. Okay. One of the hardest things about serving the Lord is faithfully doing it. What I mean by this is keeping His commandments and shunning evil. To be obedient to Him and follow Him without question. I've asked people, what is it that makes it so hard for you to serve Him and follow Him the way the Bible tells us to? The response I constantly obtain would be things such as the following: certain commandments, or reading the Bible, praying, giving out time to God. But the thing that seemed to stand out the most was when they would say it's giving sacrifices up for Him, giving things up for Him that they're not willing to give. They tell me they are not ready to give certain things up yet. They choose to continue living the life that they live, and instead they ignore God. They are not ready to give it up because they say that they'll wait till they grow up, till they get a bit older. They'll wait till they pass their youth. And they say that they're not willing to serve Him faithfully and obediently. And in this I see a problem. Because I believe many of us have this problem. Many of us are not ready to give up things for Him that we know we must give up. God tells us to give things up for Him. God shows us that disciples followed Him and gave everything up for Him. So we must learn to do the same. Why are we not willing to do this? Why are we not willing to give things up for Him? I responded to these things with such as the following. But when it comes to other things, you don't mind making a sacrifice to do it. When it comes to doing things that are not of Christian descent or anything like that, you don't mind to do it. You would rather sin. You would rather do what's wrong, knowing it is wrong. And then they tell me, yeah, but I don't do certain things, I don't commit certain sins. But I say, God sees thoughts as reality. Sin is sin to God. It does not matter how big, how small the sin may be. It is the same. You must all learn that. No matter what you do, it is a sin. Even thinking it is a sin. But what about when we plan something sinful? When we begin to set a time and place and date for it? That is wrong. And I tell them that it is wrong. We are chosen to do what's right. We know what's right and we know what's wrong. We may have free will, that is true. But we also have free will to do what's right, not what's wrong. Don't be quick to rush into evil. Don't be quick to do what's wrong. Instead, run from the evil. Run from what's wrong. For you know it is wrong. Proverbs 6:16-19 gives us a list of 7 things that are detestable to God. The first one is haughty eyes, which is proud eyes that look down upon all others. A lying tongue. Hands that shed innocent blood. A heart that devises wicked schemes. Feet that are quick to rush into evil. A false witness who pours out lies, and a man who stirs up dissension among brothers. It is obvious that God does not like us to rush into evil. He does not like us to look down others, thinking ourselves as high and mighty. For He teaches us to humble ourselves in front of our enemies, even our enemies, and in front of all those around us. Humble ourselves. We must be willing to serve others and help others. We must not lie for our own benefits. We must not lie to get the things that we may need. We must not divide wicked schemes with our hearts, for that is what's most worse, because we plan it inside and then we do it on the outside. God sees this and He is not happy with this. As you have clearly seen, all these things are detested by God, and especially the sin